Save your Dollaaas! Here's how to hit your savings goals. The first step to reaching your savings goals is to set the goals. You might have a couple of different ideas in your head of things that you want in the future, but the first and most important is your emergency fund. It's hard to save as a college student, so even starting out with the small $500 emergency fund can really come in handy on a rainy day. Some other goals you might have are short-term or long-term goals. Short-term goals are things that you'll probably want this year, but they're not something you usually buy on a monthly basis, like new car tires or maybe a weekend road trip. Long-term goals are things that aren't in the near future, but you know they're coming up, like law school in a couple years, or maybe you want a new car when you graduate. Once you start saving money, you see one total in your savings account, but in the back of your head, you probably have those different goals. One way to make this a little bit more clear is to think about your one account being divided into different buckets. Now, you don't actually need 5 different bank accounts for this. You can still have your one savings account, but maybe this is something you do on paper. This really helps you see where you're at with your goals and helps encourage you to push a little bit more to save money for those goals. So for this example, the total account balance is $3,000. But there's 5 different goals here. So the $3,000 gets divided into the 5 different buckets. So now we know how much money goes towards each one of our goals. So for this example, out of the $3,000 I have in my savings, only $1,000 is actually saved towards my emergency fund. So now I know how much more I need to save to reach my actual goal for just my emergency fund. Here, for example, car maintenance, I'll pull aside $200 because I know I'll need that this year. I have a vacation plan for Hawaii. I'll go ahead and say $300 of my total can go towards that. Next, I want a new car when I graduate, so I'll go ahead and put $800 towards the new car. What's left? $700. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that in the law school bucket. So now I know how much money I have towards each goal, and I can start thinking about how much more I need to reach the goals. The key to saving money is to pay yourself first. So when you get that paycheck, go ahead and transfer the money into your savings account or deposit the money into your savings account, whether it's only $5 a paycheck or whether it's $50 a paycheck. Treat your savings goals like a bill. The first of the month, if you pay your rent, make sure you're also paying yourself. And yes, this means pay yourself before you go treat yourself to that nice iced latte. Savings goals can be really difficult. They're usually high dollar amounts and take a really long time. It's important to stay positive, so celebrate your wins. Maybe you don't watch Netflix until you've transferred money into your savings account, or maybe you give up your iced lattes to save some money for car maintenance. So when you reach 50% of your car maintenance goal, maybe you go out and get a celebratory iced latte. Here's a few tips and tricks to help you hit those savings goals. First, try to track your expenses. Yeah, a $5 iced latte every now and then sounds okay, but what you didn't realize is that you actually got 3 lattes a week, and they weren't $5, they were actually $5.50, and you spent $60 this month. Yeah, maybe some of that could have went towards your emergency fund. Try planning your meals before you head to the grocery store. So only buy what you know you'll cook or eat, which is most likely not another bag of spinach. Try waiting it out. You might have found a really cute sweater and it was probably over budget and you just have to have it. But try waiting. Do you still want it a couple days later? Maybe a couple weeks later? Maybe it's not even cold anymore. Don't set yourself up for failure. If you find yourself scrolling on your Amazon app a couple times a day, just delete it. Is Apple Pay too fast? You don't have enough time to contemplate your purchases? Just delete it. Try canceling your automatic subscriptions. Do you really need Amazon Prime, Hulu, and Netflix? Maybe you should be studying instead. You can always pick your subscription back up next summer. I hope this helps you envision your savings goals and motivate you to reach yours. If you'd like to discuss your goals with a peer coach, come check out Financial Wellness.